Oh, I don't want to actually do water yet. No, 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 that was a mistake. No. Hello, hello! Welcome to episode 18 of Minecraft The Journey, the epic Let's Play series where we're playing Minecraft all the way from the earliest development versions right up until the current release. Currently this is episode 18 and we are playing in Minecraft INFDEV 2010-06-27, which is really close now to the end of the INFDEV stage, and we'll be moving on to Alpha, so I couldn't be more excited about that. But here we are in the spider farm that we built in the last episode. It's joined by a sheep. They apparently spawn underground, and there are the spiders. There they are. You come down here to the little killing chamber and do a bit of murdering, and then over here you can collect your string if the sheep will let me, and pick it up like that. Of course, there's no automation and no hoppers or anything like that, so everything's manual. Now, if you remember, opposite the spider spawner and through this corridor, which I have painstakingly dug out. Oh, and by the way, don't ask how long it took me to dig this out with stone tools. I mean, I could use the iron or the diamond pick, but they just run out so quickly. So I ended up using stone. Please don't ask how long it took. But on the other side of this, we have another spawner, and it's got skellies. So we're going to have to build up this dual spawner system here where we've got the spider farm and the skeleton farm, and then use this section in the middle. This is not really the defined size either. I just wanted to dig out some big old space and get ourselves some room to work, because this is a bit of a weird kind of passageway at the moment and not everything even lines up. So we're going to work on the skeleton farm today and start getting that rolling so that we can get a sense of this whole space down the back here. Now, earlier there were a couple of creepers in here bothering me, so luckily they seem to have moved on. That's good. So let me get myself digging around this space. We're going to have to dig out, similar to how we did with the spider farm, dig around the spawner and everything like that. This one's going to be much more nasty because these guys shoot. Well, let's talk a little bit about planning. So if the skeleton spawner is here and the spider spawner is there, this corner up here is probably where we're going to have the most traffic if we're going to and from these two sections, right? So if we make the killing section of the skeleton farm this way, then it'll be over here and that'll work out nicely. And we have all this extra space for future expansion, which is really great. We also need to worry about what sort of killing mechanism we're going to use, because we haven't even experimented with these skeletons yet. I'm not sure what happens in these early versions in terms of them floating and dropping, because the typical skeleton trap of this era of Minecraft would have been to have the skeletons rise up a water column which is separated by signs and then drop down at the appropriate height so they can all be one-hit kill. And we want it to be that way so that we can get all of the loot. And even though this game doesn't have loot tables yet, like you can't get arrows and things like that, the only thing not arrows, you can get arrows, the only things that you can't get are things like bows and armor and other things like that. So we want this farm to be future-proofed, right? Even though we don't really know what's coming up if we were playing the game back in the early days, we can't ignore the fact that we do, right? So let's be sensible about how we build some of these things. Now, to do this, I'm going to have to set up a little bit of experimentation, and I'm a bit worried that it's going to be dangerous. I don't know if you've noticed it before, but these old dungeons have got a stone roof rather than a cobblestone one. Huh. Feed me. Feed me. Yeah, that looks weird. This is our little experimentation chamber. We are going to make a water column going up here. Now, in the traditional way, we would have got our water bucket and put water block here. Yep, that's going to make a mess. Oh no, I forgot I haven't got depth strider. Okay, and then we would have used a sign to block the water. Now, in this version of the game, if you place a sign... I can't place the sign because it has to be on the ground. And it doesn't block the water. Okay, let's go and see if we can find out what's going on here. I need to salvage this operation. Right, that's all cleaned up. Now let's see if we can see what's going on here. Now the sign should be too high. There should be the stick and the face of the sign. So if I dig in here, I should get the water source block annoyingly. Yes. Okay, so let's pop that back. Let's see if we can work out what's going on in this one. Aha. Okay. Let's stick our head in here and see if we can get a bit of light maybe. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the water actually goes right through the signs and then continues to flow. So if we wanted to have skeletons rising up a water column like that, signs are not the way to do it. Let's see if we can get rid of that sign. I'm not even sure if I'm hitting the sign, to be fair. There we go. What happens if we do ladders? Because ladders do stick to the wall. Aha, okay. So the ladders do definitely work. Now with a ladder we would want to put one there and take this water source back, get rid of this ladder and put the water source, one moment please, put the water source here, because that way if a skeleton or whatever, let's put this ladder right here so we have a full and isolated block. There we go. Yeah, so if a skeleton were to go this way, theoretically it would rise up like this. Okay. That's good news. Now what happens if we get a couple more water bottles, water buckets I should say, there's one, and make it a little bit higher. Here we have our first water source block, and then as you can see up here, our second, which means that if we go into here, we've got our head in a water block, but if we push up with the space bar, we get caught by the second one and we're up at the top. Now I'm hoping that in this version the skeletons will do exactly the same, and then we can make a classic waterfall trap. Waterfall trap? Water drop trap. You know, where they float up all of those water blocks and then drop down to their death from the top, and then we can come up here and kill them all. So now we need to get ourselves a skeleton and try him out in one of these things. What I might actually do, since I'm pretty confident at the moment that this method is going to work, is prepare this section of the farm a little bit more and get it more ready for general skeleton droppage. Skelly spawner is now clear, and look, it just looks so much more gloomy with those darkened walls in the back there. Now I'm going to make myself a safety barrier because we don't want to get killed by skeletons here. We want to experiment with skeletons here. Let's open it up to the same level as the spawner. There we go. Okay, so how do I make this even more safe myself to make sure that I can get one trapped? Actually, don't we need to build our water trap first so that we actually have something to experiment with? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so if I build up a column a bit like this, exactly as we had it before, let's do that. Now if we pop ourselves in here, if I make a skeleton walk forward into this section here, he's going to put his head into a water block first, right there. Let's give ourselves some access because I actually need some water. Look at us, we're building on camera again, people. That's never a good idea. Who ever said that this was a clever way to do episode building, hey? Okay, let's go back into the dungeon. Do I have, I only have 2 ladders. I'm hoping that this is going to be enough for the purposes of the experiment. And we're going to have blocks. We're going to have a block there, which is where the first water block will be. So let's pop ourselves up, put a water block in, and it's done. And then a second one, and we need to have, again, here. Now let's get ourselves up on the back side so that we can actually have a look at what's going on inside here. So let's dig away. Now you're getting a sense of how much pain I'm going through using these stone tools. Like I said, I could use the iron tools and they'd be a bit faster, but I would be burning through them like nothing. So I decided I'll just use stone. I'll just live with it. I can cope. Okay, let's put this back. Now, we wanted to see what's going on. So we expect that his head should be up here, right? Because in this one we have... Oh, I can't see what's going on. Okay, so we have... water block here, ladder, water block here. Good. Uh-oh. It's happening. No. That was a silly mistake. Are they firing at each other or are they firing at me? Let's pop down here and have a look. Oh, ow. Okay, well that one was definitely firing at me. I've lost my helmet. That's no good. I was told that there was a bug in these early versions that the lower the durability of the armor, the worse it actually is. In fact, you take more damage. You know. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Oh, I see. You're clever. Okay, we need to. There's 2 of them in here. We need to entice them into this section. So, come here. No, that's not the way to do it. No, this isn't the way to do it. Oh, it's all failing. We're failing miserably. Okay. Ow, ow. Okay. Right. Where? How are you getting me? Okay, I think they're jumping. So let's pop this back. Let's go under here. Let's put a second safety barrier up here because they. Yes, I caught you doing it exactly. Okay, let's get ourselves healed up. We need to find some food. I think we've got a little bit of food in here. Maybe this will do. This will do. Okay, so let's get 3 breads. 3 breads. That should be enough to get ourselves back to full health, I think. And then we need to go and deal with those skelle-bobs. Okay. Should I also do some armor as well? Should we do that? I've thrown my bucket away, but don't worry, I'll go back for it. We have spare armor. Perfect. Okay, let's put that on. And we've lost our pants. Oh, jeez. All right, there we go. Okay, so a full brand new set of pants. There we go. Let's get our bucket back that we casually threw onto the floor. And there is the skeleton. He's inside there. Oh, one went in. How do we see him though? I should have used glass maybe. So this is going to be an air block. So that's where we want to go. Shouldn't that be air block? Oh, it's behind. Oh. Okay, so that means that this is an air block. But it's also... I don't know what I've done here. I need to restart and see what's going on. Quick, while they're all distracted. Who's gonna win? Oh, you! No, you're not. Haha. Oh, look at this carnage. Well, I managed to catch one up in there, but it wasn't exactly what I was wanting to do just yet. But it does show that he is going up the tunnel. So let me block him off. Get out of it, you. There he is. He can't get me. Now, what was happening there is that I've made one small error here in the way that this ladder goes up. It needs to be a water block on the bottom, I think, so that the first... Sorry, on this one here, so that the first thing they do is... Whoa, no. Okay, I've decided to abandon my experiments for now because I think it was pretty clear that the skeleton definitely went up the water chute. So what I'm going to do is start to dig out here, and I've taken a few safety precautions which might make things a little bit easier for me, which I learned from the spider spawner. I've put some blocks around here so that we can always have light around the spawner here. Now I need to get digging, and to be honest, this is the bit that frightens me because I'm going to get done by skeletons, aren't I? What I want to do is probably dig, I think, 2 blocks down underneath the spawner, again to give plenty of room for skeletons to spawn and flow when we have water. What's going to happen is the water is going to come from the back here, it's going to push along this way and then get to the edge, and when the skeletons get to the edge they will drop down into a ditch, which will probably be 1 by 2 like this, then they'll flow across this way where they will get to this point somewhere, probably here, and go up a tunnel. When they go up a tunnel, they're going to go, I don't know, maybe over that way. I have to work out the exact layout just now, the most optimal water routes and all of that. But first, I have to dig. All right, we've got a nice big pit now. Now, I'm not sure what I need to do next exactly. I need to probably just figure out the configuration. So up here again, we'll have water flowing. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. So this should be a trench, right? Is that exactly 3 blocks away? 1, 2, 3, trench. Yeah, that'll do it. That's good enough. I think it's 4 that I need either side, but you know, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit inefficient. It's not going to make too much difference to the farm at the moment. Oh, I don't want to actually do water yet. No, that was a mistake. No, I'm getting ahead of myself way too much. No. Oh. I have decided to make a start on the decorations. We've gone for the same style as the other one, just for some nice consistency between these two farms. And of course, it's easier to do this before the farm is built than after, because otherwise you're building walls while you're dealing with skellies, and that's no good at all. So what we should have down here is similar to the other farm. We have a flushing mechanism. We've got 2 buckets ready to go, but we don't want to do that yet. We learned our lesson from last time. And the buckets will push the skeletons this way, and then they're going to fall into a trench. Now I decided that the trench is going to go over this way, and then what we're going to have when we get to the end here is we're going to have a killing chamber over here. So they will go out here, up here, and over, and then down. And I decided to do it this way just because I think that this gives a nice view of the farm. You know, if you're coming in from this way, then you can see the dungeon over this way and the funnel going up and over to the killing chamber over here. We now have ourselves a little trench going this way. So if I put our water bucket in, I'm going to do it at this height so that I make sure that the water runs as far as possible, because we actually want the elevation chamber to be slightly outside of the dungeon space here so that we've got more room to work with and so that it's more visually appealing. So it looks like this is the spot where the skeletons are going to stop, which is where I did predict that it would be, so that is good. That means that what we need is a ladder to go here so that, and actually I'm going to, oh, I've lost my ladder. There it is. I'm going to put the ladder on the other side, this side. Oh, now look what I've done. I've gone and got myself all over the place. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put the ladder on this side, just so that it's out of view of the rest of the farm when you're looking at it from the outside perspective. Oh no, okay, how do I get out of here? This way. Oh, I forget, each time you break those blocks, you lose one of the 2 slabs. Very annoying. Okay, oh. Could have just climbed out. Okay, so there we go. We've got our trench in. This is the area where they're going to be going up. Let's have a look at it from this side. Right, so if we use the slabs here as a guide, that means that this one should be a water block. This one needs to be enclosed. So does this one, and that can be any old block. That doesn't have to be anything special. So this one is going to be the next water block. Let's get our bucket back. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we got the start of, oh wow, I'm having to go all over the place. I really missed pick block. There we go. So the skeletons should just go up, 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 up. So I'm going to make a few more of these, and just then I think I'm going to flood the farm and make sure everything's working. Working on this little elevator a bit, and there are a few things that are springing to mind. First is the reason that we use signs in the more modern versions of Minecraft is because signs don't have a hitbox at all when they're attached to the wall or anywhere like that, whereas the ladders actually do. So one of the things I'm concerned about here is that the skeletons might actually catch themselves on the ladder. So I'm giving some thought to where I place them and how this might all work. So let's imagine that I'm a skelle-bob. Where's my enemies? I need to fight. If I'm pushed up against the right hand side here, I'm going to get caught up against this ladder, and we might have to experiment and see what happens there. But I need a ladder here because I need a way to be able to stop the water flowing across these blocks. Otherwise there'll be all this water pushing back. But let's back up a little bit. Let's say I'm aligned with this wall or a little bit over in the center. In I go, and I hit this ladder at the back. Oh, I'm also being pushed forward again. What? I'm bobbing around, look at me. So if I go straight up at this point, up, 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 I'm caught on this ladder. So it looks like this ladder might actually have to go on this side, which I didn't want to do because I wanted aesthetics. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to... Up we go, out we get. I'm going to do a little bit more experimentation. So yeah, unfortunately I wanted glass on this side because that's what we wanted to be able to see what was happening in there. But if I break this block and then I break this block, that's where I'm going to have to put the ladders, and that needs to be a solid block. Oh, my aesthetics are just going down the toilet. Okay, we might be getting somewhere now. Just imagine that I'm a skeleton, I've spawned in the dungeon, and I'm getting washed down the trench, and I fall in here. Actually, I didn't fall because there was a ladder here. I actually climbed down the ladder. That's going to be interesting. I've put ladders along here because that way I'm always aligned away from this wall where the ladders will be. So I get pushed down, down I go, down, 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 into this part of the trap where I'm under my feet are in water, which means that I should just bob. Up I go, bob, 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 and I'm up to the top. I can get out, but a skelle-bob can't. I think that this is ready for a live test. I want to do this without dying, but also I want to have some visibility into the dungeon, right? So we can see exactly what's going on. I have a little escape hole in the corner here, and I'm going to leave these light blocks in place just so that I get only the minimum spawns. I want one there, and I want one here. Let's run around here. Can't get out. The water's gone backwards, but that's okay. Now, if I go around the front here, we should have not quite enough water. Okay. What needs to happen is I need more water, don't I? I need the full set of water. Okay. Let's get some more and see what we can do. Oh, I'm being shot at by somebody. You. No, we don't want you in here now. Okay, let's see if I can get you through here. I don't even see you anymore. There you are. Okay, I think he went in the trench. That's okay. What we need to do is get ourselves this water going. Have we got enough? Not quite. We need one more there. That's it. That's what we want. Let's back through here. Now, that should be a fully working farm. Can't get out. There we go. That's treacherous. They're so dangerous. Okay. Yep. Now, he's getting stuck. Okay, he's getting stuck on and walking on top of those ladders. So the ladders aren't exactly going to work as I'd hoped. In fact, look, even the torches are getting caught on the ladders. Ow, ow, oh. Yeah, you get each other. I didn't have a very nice way of killing them. I need that mossy block. We can't lose that. So I had to go and get a lava bucket. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. No, okay, let's get some health back here. I want to just lava bucket them. Is that enough time? There we go, okay. Good. There'll be more in there. Oh, and the lava bug, where the lava doesn't disappear. So annoying. Okay, hang on. There we go. Let's hop inside and have a look. Is it safe? It's safe. Now let's... Oh, torch away. Okay. So it looks like the ladder is a failure because they get caught on the edge here, which means the ladder has to go on this side. But if the ladder's on that side, then it means that the ladders have to be on the glass side in the funnel. So that's very, very annoying indeed. Maybe we'll have to work on this problem next time because I think that I have... Hello! I have run out of time and I need to get myself some food before I die again. But I do just want to say thank you so much once again for watching me in this episode 18 of Minecraft The Journey. If you've been enjoying the episode, then please feel free to leave me a comment and a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. So until next time, this has been Bugman CX. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. Bye bye.